Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. First things first, if you're watching this video, go ahead and drop a like, drop a sub, and drop a comment as well. Now today, I have a different style of video for you guys. This is actually going to be a comparison video between Iain Valliere's 2021 Texas Pro version versus AkimWilliams at Puerto Rico Pro this year. Now, both of these guys placed right after each other last year's Mr. Olympia. Akim placed sixth and Iain Valliere placed seventh. So this is a really interesting comparison for me because both of these guys have improved since last year. But I'm curious to know, has Iain improved enough to pass Akim? And I was thinking about doing a Nick Walker versus a Bonet comparison, but there are a lot of those going around. So I decided, why not do Akim versus Iain? I don't think I've seen this comparison yet. And also, while I was making this, guys, you have to realize that we're not sure which Iain or which Akim is going to show up to the show. And this is just a comparison, just kind of for enjoyment. Don't really take these to heart because there are so many different variables when going into this. And it was said that Akim was harder at this show in person. And it was also said that Iain was a lot more conditioned in person. So I guess they're on even playing field. And you have to take into account that sizing won't be exact. And one guy may look bigger than the other in some shots. I'm not exact with it. You guys will have to go over to Mark's Max Muscles channel and vote for this. He's a lot better with the sizing. But looking at this shot, I couldn't find a front double bicep of Iain Valliere because he doesn't hit it. So we're just going to go ahead and give the first point of the front double bicep to AkimWilliams. And on to the front lat spread. And here's where it gets interesting, guys. Of course, my eyes immediately go to Akim. Akim just has slabs of muscle, and Akim clearly has the better chest. But it appears the Iain is honestly in better condition. And before I made this video, when I was putting the pictures together, I kind of got an idea for who were going to win the shots. And this is actually tough, but I will go with Iain in this shot because I feel like he just has better conditioning as well as better symmetry. Akim's lats aren't completely symmetrical, but you could put a line down Iain's face and he is completely symmetrical on both sides. So I guess coming out of the front shots, these guys are split 1-1. On to the side chest, and the side shots is usually where Iain Valliere shines. And these two from the side is actually going to be incredibly hard for me. Looking at the shot, it is the side chest, and Akim has the best chest. Also, Akim has better arms, especially look at the bicep. Both guys are shredded through the legs. Akim has like this horse leg, but Iain has a better hamstring glute tie-in, and Iain just looks overall better condition. This is a tough one, and honestly, Iain could win this shot. But just for the sake of me making this a comparison video, I'm going to go with Akim in this shot because this pose is the side chest, and Iain leg make him look a lot better in this pose, but this pose isn't the side leg, it's the side chest. So I'm going to take Akim in the side chest. And on to the side tricep, and man, you can see why these guys placed 6th and 7th respectively at the Mr. Olympia. They're honestly very, very close. Honestly, if Akim was more conditioned, I feel like he would be a lot better than Iain. But looking at this shot, man, it's honestly kind of the same thing as last shot. And I may get some thumbs downs in the comments. Because, man, Iain does look amazing in this shot. In all honesty, he looks a lot more aesthetic. Akim almost looks out of shape compared to Iain. But tricep for tricep, chest for chest, just upper body is AkimWilliams. And like I said, this can go either way, guys. But for the sake of it being a comparison video, I'm going to take AkimWilliams in the side tricep. I just feel like for a side tricep pose, he's more complete, but Iain definitely flows better. And on to the back shots. And this actually gets pretty interesting. Taking a look at this, you can obviously see here that Iain is way more conditioned than AkimWilliams. But take into account, guys, that these are photos and being there in person would be completely different. But Iain has definitely made some improvements to his back. And in this shot, for me, it's a no-brainer. Iain Valliere wins it. It looks like his lats, he's feeling his back a little more because Iain also had higher lats in the past. And Iain looks more conditioned throughout the glutes and the hamstrings, as you can see. Iain has a great oil, great tan. Is also very good lighting at the Texas Pro as well. Onto the rear lat spread, and kind of the same story, Iain is a lot more conditioned, as you can see, but Akim's V taper may be carrying him over in this shot, in all honesty. Yeah, in all honesty, I think I would take Akim in the rear lat spread. If he was a lot more conditioned, guys, like I said, Akim would this matchup would lean a lot more towards AkimWilliams. But Iain Valliere is just grainy, man, and I honestly think he's gonna come in even harder at the Arnold Classic. But I think Akim's shape in the rear lat will be enough to get past Ian. So I'll take AkimWilliams in the rear lat spread. And somehow we have already made our way to the ab and thigh, man. It seemed like I was just turning on this video looking at the front double bicep of AkimWilliams. But taking a look at the abs and thigh, man, and usually Akim is hitting the traditional way, which is usually respected more. But Iain Valliere is just so conditioned. Look at the serratus. Look at the obliques on this guy. And honestly, I think I'm going to take Iain Valliere in this pose. Like I said, AkimWilliams should honestly beat Ian in a lot of these poses, but he just isn't conditioned. Look like he has a film of water over him or something, which is usually his knock. And I'm pretty sure that's why Akim and Steve were able to place above him last year at last year's Arnold Classic. I'm not sure what Akim has. Maybe it's just his skin. Maybe he's messing up his peak week or something. But Akim definitely has the genetics and the potential to be a Mr. O if he nails it. But Iain Valliere definitely takes the abs and thigh. And the last shot, we have the most muscular. And honestly, I don't think Iain Valliere hits this shot effectively. I believe he should probably hit another most muscular pose because this pose definitely highlights the chest, and Ian has a weak chest still for now. Hopefully, he can improve it this offseason. And look at Akim throughout the chest, the arms, and the shoulders, man. Akim is honestly nuts. So it's kind of a no-brainer to take AkimWilliams in his most muscular shot. But I'm actually not gonna pick a winner for this guy for this video, guys. You guys can comment who you think will place ahead of each other at the Arnold Classic in the comment section below. Because honestly, like I said, there's so many variables that go into this. Honestly, you could argue me that Iain Valliere won both of those side shots. You could argue me that Akim may have took the back double. It's all speculation, man, and this is all for entertainment. But this is a very interesting comparison that I hadn't seen before, and I really enjoyed making this video. So hope you guys like this style of video, man. We have the Arnold breakdown videos as well as the prediction videos coming soon. Like, comment, and sub. I'm out.